So next topic in the laminar flow we consider as a flow of viscous fluid to the pipe or laminar flow to the pipe. In that we are considering the shear stress distribution and velocity distribution. Shear stress distribution, velocity distribution in a flow through a pipe. So in this case, we know the shear stress means here suppose this is the wall over the fluid is flowing. So because of the resistance to the flow or no slip condition, the fluid near to the wall is stationary, and here the fluid is moving with the velocity of the fluid having the same of the free flow. So because of this, here fluid near to the wall is stationary, it retards the flow, means it resists the flow, that is called viscosity. So this shear stress is, that is the shear resistance, is acting to the resisting the flow because of the viscosity. So this is denoted by the tau. So we are already considered this shear stress is directly proportional to mu du by dy. So mu is the coefficient of this dynamic viscosity. So the shear resistance is more if the viscosity or laminar flow is there. So here we have to consider how this shear stress is present in the flow through the pipe. So here we consider a pipe having the radius capital R, and in this fluid is flowing from this length to the, that is along x direction. So we consider a fluid element, a small fluid element A, B, C, D, and its representation in this cross section as a, this is the fluid element of a radius small r is variable, and thickness Tr. Now, so as the fluid is flowing, there is some pressure is acting on this fluid in this x direction. Is force is acting on this fluid element is pressure into area. So pressure P into area pi r square. Similarly, the force will be acts on the CD side will be the, on this opposing to this will be the variation of pressure P plus gamma P by delta x dx into pi r square. This will be in the opposite direction. Adding to this, there is a shear stress will be acting on the element. So this net shear stress or net shear force acting on the element will be the shear stress, that is the stress multiplied by the area. We know that the stress will be the force upon area. So net shear force will be the tau into area of this element is perimeter is 2 pi r and thickness is bx. So this near shear stress will be acting along its perimeter 2 pi r dr. So this is the net shear stress. Now using the concept of net force will be the mass into acceleration. So net force acting on this fluid element is mass into acceleration. Here we have assumed the fluid is moving with a constant or uniform velocity. So velocity is constant means there is no acceleration. So we get net force as a 0. So putting the values along the x direction, the positive force is there. So P pi r square is positive. Opposite to that it is a negative in the towards the opposite x P plus gamma P by delta x dx pi r square. And shear stress is resisting the flow. It is tau 2 pi r dx equals to 0. Now this P pi r x will be cancelled, and we get minus gamma P by delta x pi r square minus tau 2 pi r dx. Now taking this tau on the right side, and here square is there, and r will be cancelled, dx cancel, pi will be cancelled. So we get gamma P by delta x only 2 tau, and this r on the right side gamma P by delta x minus 2 tau by r. So shear stress tau will be equal to, taking r on this side, minus r by 2 gamma P by delta x. So from this equation we can see The shear stress varying linearly with the R. Shear stress varying linearly with the R as delta P by delta X. Pressure gradient along the X is constant. Pressure gradient delta P by delta X is constant along the X. This is constant because we are considering along the X. Pressure gradient means change in the pressure along the X is assumed as a constant. So that means we are considering this delta as linearly there is a pressure delta P by delta X is constant here. Pressure gradient as the G is same and the X is same. So along X there is no variation in the pressure. Along X this pressure gradient is not changing. So that is the delta P by delta X is constant. So tau is a function of only the radius. Tau is function of radius. So if you consider this is the pipe wall, this is the wall of the pipe which is a stationary one. So at the pipe, if you take the y distance from the wall of the pipe, so at the y, at the center, y we take as a r minus small r variable. So at the, if r is equal to 0 means here r is equal to 0, y becomes r minus here y equals to this r minus variable small r. So this at r equals to 0 it will be the r, and at r equals to r, y equals to r minus r means here at this point y is 0. So y is from the taking from the wall to the center. So shear stress we can see here, shear stress is proportional to the R. So maximum shear stress will be at the wall. So here we have shown shear stress goes on increasing along the small r. So r goes on increasing. So at the wall maximum shear stress is there. So we have shown here maximum is there, and at the towards the center it goes on decreasing. So this is the shear stress distribution for flow through the pipe. It will be the very linearly from center to the wall of the pipe. Maximum shear stress will be at the wall and minimum will be at the center. So next point we consider as a shear stress. We have already, it is varying linearly with the R. Maximum at this shear stress, minimum at this point. Now we have to obtain the velocity distribution, means how the velocity is changing in this pipe, or we have already considered it is parabolic. Now we have to consider this variation mathematically. So we consider here the fluid is flowing through this pipe and the radius r same. Now we know the shear stress is equal to mu du by dy. So here taking the y, that is from the wall, y equals to r, capital variation along the y is r minus small r. So we differentiate this, dy is equal to minus dr. dy is equal to minus dr. Now putting in this, tau is equal to mu du by dy, mu du by here dy is dr, and already we consider this shear stress minus r by 2 delta p by d delta x. So shear stress varying linearly, we have derived minus r by 2 delta p by delta x. Now equating these two equations and taking du by dr, taking mu on this side, it will be minus, this minus minus cancel, will be r by 2 mu delta p by delta x. Now du taking dr on the right side. Now integration of du, delta p by delta x is constant, viscosity is constant, taking outside, and integration of r dr. So integration of r dr is r square by 2 plus constant of integration c. Now this C we can obtain. C we can obtain by using the boundary conditions. So at R is equal to capital R, means here R equals to R is varying along this radius from the center. So when at this R is equal to small r is equal to capital R, velocity at the wall is 0. You consider at the no slip condition, wall near to the wall, velocity of the fluid is 0. So u equals to 0. So putting in this value u0, we get c equals to minus, taking on this on side minus here minus 1 by 4 mu delta p by delta x r square. So finally putting this c value in this equation, we get u is equal to 1 by 4 mu delta p by delta x small r minus capital R square. Changing the sign, we get variation of u is equal to minus 1 by 4 mu delta p by delta x r square minus all r square. So here we can see the u is varying square of radius from the center. U is varying square of the radius. So variation along the radius is square, as mu is constant, delta p by delta x, pressure gradient is constant, u is a function of square of radius. So that means it will be the parabolic flow, parabolic variation. So we can show the velocity distribution in a pipe will be parabolic as r square. So here we get maximum velocity will be the at the center. Maximum velocity, putting the small r0, we get maximum velocity as r small r0 will be the r square, and minimum velocity will be 0 by putting small r capital R. So this becomes 0. Small r equals to capital R at the wall. Velocity is minimum. So velocity distribution as like this at the center, maximum velocity u max is there, and at the wall velocity is 0. So this is the shear stress distribution and velocity distribution for a flow to a pipe. So next concept we consider ratio of maximum velocity to the average velocity in this pipe. So we consider the expression for the velocity as a u is equal to, we got the minus 1 by 4 mu delta p by delta x r square minus small r square. So for maximum velocity at the center, we consider the maximum velocity is at the center. Profile is as like this. Maximum velocity is at the center and goes on decreasing along the wall. So here maximum is capital R square. Now we have to obtain the expression for average velocity. So we can find average velocity by area, discharge upon area. So discharge is velocity into area. So velocity already we find minus 1 by 4 mu delta p by delta x capital R square small r square into area of this will be the we consider it the smaller element of radius small r and thickness dr. Then the area for the flow as a 2 pi r dr. So this is a d2. So total discharge is integration of 0 to r d2. So small equal to minus 1 by 4 mu delta p by delta x. 2 pi is constant, so taking on the outside, and integration of small capital R square small r square r dr. Now here capital R is also constant. So multiply R, here we get R into capital R square minus R cube. So integration of R, this R will be the R square, and R square into R square, R is to 4 by 2, and integration of R cube is R raised to 4 upon 4, capital R raised to 4 upon 4. This 0 limit will be cancelled. So we get minus pi by 8 mu delta p divided by x r raised to 2 r raised to power 4. So this is the discharge formula for the flow through pipe. Now average velocity is q upon area. So divide by the area pi r square, cross sectional area to that. So average velocity we get minus pi will be here cancelled, r raised to 4 square will be cancelled. We get minus 1 by 8 p delta p divided by x r square. This is the u average, and u max is 1 by 4 mu, and here minus 1 by 8 mu. So u max upon u average will be this max divided by the u average. So 8 goes on the numerator. So we get u max upon u average 2. This is the relation between the maximum and average velocity to the pipe. U max upon u average equals to the 2. So that means velocity, we may ask the objective question as u max upon u average, or u max is equal to how much time the u average velocity. So that relation is as a 2. So this class we consider as a shear stress velocity distribution of a laminar flow through the pipe. Thank you.